Welcome back to the Acoustic Chop channel here on YouTube. I am John, this is Jeremy, and we are here to talk about a absolutely incredible Thompson DMA here. I love this guitar, so let's talk about it just after this. So, Jeremy, we're back one more time, and Thompson has done it again. This is my favorite flat picking guitar out there right now.
That's the reason that we can't keep them in stock. We place them on order, and before we get to our build things, we've sold most of the slots. So most of the guitars are pre-sold. We did get a couple in, and we were fortunate enough to get them in our hands. But right now, in the bluegrass world, the all-stars are playing them. You got Billy Strings, Molly Tuttle. The list goes on and on of these. Peter Rowan is a great fan.
Absolutely.
So all the top players have gone into them, and there's a reason that the fans as well are looking into these guitars. They're monsters.
Fabulous guitars. Before we get into all the details on this particular one, I do want to remind you though, please like and subscribe to this channel. That is how we get to continue to do this. And the more of you that are out there doing that, the more times we get to keep on doing this.
So the bigger the community, the more fun.
That's right. So also please make sure to comment down below if you have any questions at all, whether it is about this, whether it is about Jeremy's pant color choice. I don't care. Just whatever you want to do, we will try to answer it. I don't know what
pants.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's just it's a bold choice. That's all. Anyway, do that. As always, there is an entire performance video that you can watch that has a full song of this guitar and that mandolin right there. I don't know how good the playing is.
You be the judge. Also, at the end of this video, you can skip through all this banter and go straight to the tone samples because some of you want to just hear the guitar, and you can do that. You can just push that button and skip it. The thing that I get is it takes more work to complain in the comments about why don't you play the thing? We had to listen to you talk the whole time. You can just skip ahead. There's even some links to skip, which is much easier than complaining. Just skip ahead.
Now you're just complaining to the complainers. Do you
but I'm fine with that. They're the ones complaining.
Anyway, Thompson Guitars. This is one of my favorite ones. I love this. If I were still looking for a mahogany guitar, this is exactly what, in fact, that's why we did this. This guitar was actually first done by us about 3 or 4 years ago in a Sinker mahogany back and sides. We did this exact sunburst. I believe this is called the Risen Sunburst, and it was the first time that we had done the purfling on this, which is a purfling line that goes all the way through the fretboard, in through the peg head. It is my favorite Thompson feature, and I know other guitar builders can do this and have done it, but on the Thompsons, this has become my favorite thing to put on there.
And I can imagine that's not the easiest thing to do that. Really thin,
really tiny
inlay.
line.
So you got to have a router cut that so clean, and somebody comes up behind you and does one of those and get a zigzag in there. So it not only does it look cool, it is also just reminiscent of the quality of the instrument.
You guys all know, this is my favorite part. Jeremy knows this. I love working with these companies, designing and playing with some little features here and there to come up with a combo that is, nice. And for me, when I try to work with these companies to do these builds, I want to do something that dresses it up just a little bit without going crazy. I'm not personally a big crazy abalone fan. I don't want all kinds of stuff. No, I don't mind some abalone every once in a while. And sometimes those 40 series, 45 series guitars are a absolute wonder to look at and do.
Behold.
It's just not quite my style. So I look for things that are a little bit of an upgrade, dress it up a little bit, but not be extremely pricey. And that's what we kind of did with this. It became so successful with this particular model. We have sold, I think, 3 or 4 of variations of it. Now, this one comes in a standard mahogany, and I actually ordered an exact replica of it that is coming very shortly that has already pre-sold, and I'm hoping that we get a chance to do a combo video of the two of them back to back.
It's one of those things where we hope this sells quickly, but we also hope we have it when the Sinker one comes, so we can do a side-by-side comparison and let you know what it sounds, the difference is between the two.
The difference between the two, Sinker versus standard mahogany. Now, I personally, I have to say, and again, this is kind of jumping ahead of that video, I tend to prefer the standard mahoganies. I think they're a little bit warmer, but I know there's a lot of people really excited about Sinker.
There's an appearance character that Sinker gives too.
So this has that Risen Sunburst, has the purfling line on here that goes all the way through. Now, the first guitar we ever did actually did tortoiseshell overlay. decided to go with ebony on this one. I thought it was a little bit of a different look and still have a great character. Did a drop-in saddle on this one as well. Again, giving you the option to be able to do a pickup much easier than with the slot throughs.
Also easier to adjust the action if you need to lower action.
Yes.
Much easier to change.
Absolutely. Fabulous guitar. This guitar is just, it jumps out at you. The one thing...
That's a brand new guitar. That's the other thing. This just came out of the box a couple days ago. Have that much depth on such a new instrument, I can't imagine this canon in
It's not just the depth that I love. What I really like about this guitar is this pop. It's like a blunted sword hitting you in the face. I don't know. It's like
Can we put that in the description?
And it'll hurt you, but it's not so much.
Isn't it fun trying to like come up with a way to describe tones?
This is like a blunted sword in the face.
Imagine if you've been stuck in the ice and your body is almost frozen, and then somebody sticks a blunt sword in your face. That's the kind of tension between the two.
That's what this guitar sounds just like.
The poppiness that you get out of this.
But it is amazing, even when you hit it lightly.
It's like when you play closer to the bridge and you really get that tight, but without making that constricted sound. So it's got that tight punch to it,
I agree.
but more open at the same time.
Yep, and even up the neck.
Attack. I think it's called attack, which also goes back to your blunt sword analogy. You just got attacked by a blunt sword.
With a blunt sword. There you go.
That's the tone you're getting out of this guitar. While you were doing, we played the song before this, and while you were playing it, you kept looking like on the off takes when we make mistakes. That doesn't happen.
Never.
You go, somebody needs to buy this guitar.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to buy it. Somebody needs to buy this guitar.
Somebody needs to buy it.
So it is a monster.
It's stunning. It looks great. It plays well. It sounds amazing. And it is one that has not actually been pre-sold. It's the first time we've had that in over 3 years where a Thompson guitar wasn't already pre-sold before it arrived here. So anyway, somebody needs to grab it. And I think it should be you. You should be the one to grab this guitar.
Good chances by the time you see this video that has already happened. But we love kind of showcasing these instruments because they are doing such a phenomenal job, I think, building guitars. Sure. We haven't had a dud yet, and they are all different. We've had a bunch of different builds, too. Some one-off customs that made their way our way. And it's just surprising how consistent they are.
And we can do that too for you. Those who are looking for a Thompson guitar, honestly, the best way to do it is to give us a call. This is actually what I love. I can work with you. We can put it together exactly the way you want it and get a custom build done much faster than we've reserved spaces all the way through, so you don't have to wait in that big line for ordering it through Thompson themselves. So it's a lot of fun. I enjoy doing it. You should check this one out. We're going to give you a tone sample of it right now.
Appreciate you guys watching that video. It was my favorite one we've made so far. We've done hundreds of videos, and that was the best one.
It was.
And the next one's going to be even better. If you'd like to see that, be sure you subscribe to this channel. And also, the more you comment and interact below, the more the YouTube algorithms pick it up and start pushing it out to other people, like-minded people.
Algorithms?
Algorithms. They're everywhere. They permeate the internet, and YouTube's got one. And it watches our videos, and it sees how much you comment, and then it pushes us to other people like you. And we want everyone to experience the Acoustic Shop world, where we talk about instruments, we do reviews, we got some fun videos coming up. We thank you guys so much for being a part of it, and we'll see you in the next video.